Hello viewers, today we will discuss internships, freelancing or part-time work. A lot of students are confused about where to focus their time. Some are chasing internships because they believe it's the only official way to gain experience. Others are freelancing just to earn money and build a portfolio. And some are doing part-time jobs just to survive or to get by in school. But here's the thing, each of these paths can shape your future in completely different ways. And the best choice for you depends on your goals, your strengths, and where you are in your journey. So, in this video, we are going to break it down together. What internships, freelancing, and part time jobs really mean, what skills they build, and which one gives you the best experience to prepare for life after graduation. But before we dive in, please take 1 second to like this video, subscribe and share it with a student who is trying to figure out what to do next. Your small support helps this channel reach more people who need guidance like you. Alright, let's begin. Let's start with internships, okay? When you hear the word internship, what comes to your mind? For most students, it's about working in an office or organization, usually for a few weeks or months, sometimes paid, sometimes not. But beyond that, internships are supposed to give you a taste of the real world, a chance to apply what you have been learning in class. Now, here's the truth. A lot of students see internships only as a requirement to graduate or as a box to tick. But that's not the point. The real value of an internship is exposure. You get to see how things actually work outside the classroom. For example, imagine a pharmacy student working in a hospital pharmacy for 6 weeks. They get to see how patients are counseled, how medications are dispensed, how the team works together, and how everything moves fast under pressure. That kind of learning can never come from a textbook, Or think about an engineering student interning at a construction site. They see how designs come to life, what challenges arise, and how engineers solve real problems daily. That's good. But here's the catch. Not all internships are created equal. Some organizations really invest in teaching their interns, giving them projects and responsibilities. Others just have you photocopy papers or fetch coffee. And that's where many students get discouraged. So, what can you do? If you find yourself in a boring internship, don't just wait to be told what to do. Ask questions, volunteer to help, observe people, take notes. Sometimes the best learning happens when you show initiative. Even if you are not given huge responsibilities, use that opportunity to network, understand how people think, and build connections. That might help you later. Internships also have one big advantage. They give you credibility. When employers see that you have interned somewhere, it tells them you have already been in a professional setting, that you understand teamwork, deadlines, and reporting. It gives your CV a solid foundation. So, if your goal is to build a professional credibility and understand how industry operates, internships are a great part, but that's not the only way to learn. Let's talk about freelancing. Freelancing is very different from internships. Here, you are basically your own boss. You take projects from clients, deliver them, and get paid. It could be writing, graphic design, web development, social media management, or even tutoring. Now, freelancing is powerful because it teaches you independence, teaches you discipline and entrepreneurship. Nobody will wake you up to meet a deadline. It's all on you. You learn how to manage your time, negotiate prices, and satisfy clients. I remember meeting a student who was studying computer science but couldn't find an internship one summer. Instead of waiting around, he started learning web design on YouTube and took small gigs online. Within a few months, he was earning money while still in school. By the time he graduated, he already had clients from different countries. That's the kind of leverage freelancing can give you. You can imagine how that sounds. Freelancing also helps you build a portfolio, something you can show to future employers or clients. For example, if you are a writer, you can show publish articles or blog posts. If you're a designer, you can showcase logos and brand designs you have created. That's real practical proof of your ability. But here's what many students don't realize. Freelancing is not as easy as it looks. You need to be consistent and reliable because one bad experience can hurt your reputation. You also need to learn how to manage irregular income. Some months you earn a lot, some months less. It takes maturity to handle that. However, the biggest benefit of freelancing is that it gives you control of your time, your learning, and your growth. You don't have to wait for someone to give you permission to work. You can start from your laptop right now. So, if your goal is to gain real skills, financial independence, and practical experience, freelancing is an amazing option, especially if you are creative, self-motivated, and curious. Now, let's talk about part-time work. A lot of students take part-time jobs to earn some extra money or support themselves. It could be working in a store, teaching, assisting in a lab, or helping in a cafe. Some people underestimate part-time jobs because they are not directly related to their field of study, but that's a big mistake. Part-time jobs teach some of the most valuable life skills you will ever learn: punctuality, customer service, teamwork, communication, and responsibility. You learn how to deal with people, manage stress, and deliver results even when you are tired. Those are exactly the same skills employers look out for later in your career. Let me give you an example. A student once told me she worked part-time in a small restaurant during her undergraduate years. At first, she thought it was a waste of time. She was studying accounting and she felt the job had nothing to do with her field. But later, when she applied for a graduate trainee position at a bank, the interviewer asked her about a time she handled a difficult customer. She had a perfect answer from her restaurant experience. She got the job. See, even if the job isn't in your field, it can still build your soft skills, the ones that truly make you stand out. Another good thing about part-time job is that it teaches you time management. Balancing work and school is not easy. You learn how to prioritize tasks, plan your week, and stay positive. Those habits will serve you the rest of your life. Now that we have explored each one, let's ask the big question. Which gives you the best experience? The honest answer is it depends. If you want structured learning and professional exposure, go for internships. If you want independence, flexibility, and skill mastery, go for freelance. If you want discipline, people skills, and work ethic, part-time jobs are fantastic. But here's the secret: you don't have to choose only one. In fact, the best students combine them over time. Let's say in your first or second year, you start freelancing or doing part-time jobs just to explore your interests and earn something. Later, in your third or final year, you apply for internships in your chosen field. That way, by the time you graduate, you have both practical experience and professional exposure. That combination is unbeatable. And here is another perspective. All three teach different parts of success. Internship teach you how to work for others. Freelancing teaches you how to work for yourself. Part-time jobs teaches you how to work hard regardless of conditions. If you can master all three mindsets, you will be unstoppable. Now, let's get practical again. How do you actually make the most of these experiences? First, treat every experience seriously. Don't think, oh, it's just a small job or it's just an internship. Show up on time, do your work well, ask for feedback. The attitude you bring sometimes what you get out of it. Second, document what you learn. Keep a small notebook of digital journal where you note what you have learned, challenges you faced, and how you overcame them. Those notes become powerful stories later in job interviews or scholarship essays. Third, network intentionally. Whether it's your internship supervisor, a freelancing client, or your part-time manager, connect with people genuinely. Say thank you, stay in touch, and learn from them. Many great opportunities come from simple relationships. Fourth, reflect and evaluate. After each experience, ask yourself, what did I enjoy? What frustrated me? What did I learn about myself? That reflection helps you make better choices next time. And finally, don't be afraid to switch. Maybe you try freelancing and realize you prefer structured environments. Great, go for internships. Maybe you intern in a corporate firm and realize you want more freedom. Fine, start freelancing. The goal isn't to get it perfect the first time. The goal is to learn who you are and what kind of work makes you come to life. Let me share a few real life illustrations that will help you connect the dots. There was this young man who studied business administration. In his second year, he worked part time in a local store where he learned how inventory, customer relationships, and money flow worked. Later, he interned in a bank where he applied those same principles on a larger scale. And in his free time, he freelanced by helping small businesses manage their social media. By the time he graduated, he had real experience in business from 3 different angles. Employers love that. Another story, a medical student who started freelancing as a health content writer online. At first, she just wanted to make money, but she learned how to research, communicate complex ideas simply, and managed her time. Later, during her internship at the hospital, she found those writing skills useful for documentation and patient education. Today, she combines medicine and health communication, something she wouldn't have discovered if she had never freelanced. That's how these experiences cross pollinate. Every opportunity adds a new layer to who you are becoming. Okay, let's be honest. There is no magic path to success, whether it's internships, freelancing, or part time jobs. What matters is your attitude and consistency. Too many students wait for the perfect opportunity, but the truth is, you grow when you start where you are. Even if your first experience isn't glamorous, do it well. Even if you are underpaid, focus on learning. The skills, habits, and network you build today will open bigger doors later. Remember, you are not just building your CV, you are building yourself. So, here's my challenge to you. After this video, take 10 minutes to reflect. Which of these 3 parts aligns with your goals right now? And what small action can you take this week? Send an email, apply for an internship, create freelancing profile, or ask about a part-time opening. Don't overthink it, just start. Because the earlier you start gaining experience, the faster you will grow, not just as a student, but as a professional and as a person. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you think differently about your career path, please like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below telling me what you are currently doing, and are you interning, freelancing, or working part-time? Let's learn from one another in the comments. And remember, your experience is your advantage, whether it's small, big, paid, unpaid. It's preparing you for something greater. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep showing up. Bye bye.